friends, it's Carolyn Zook here with C Zook Stitch, and today is Saturday, January 25th, 2025. Welcome to my channel about cross stitch. I'm really so very glad that you are here, spending part of your day or your evening with me. It's been a busy week. Classes started back up at the college where I teach, so we are in full swing with spring semester, which feels a little funny that it's spring semester and it's still January, but that's what we call it here. So yeah, classes are good. They're full. I had wait lists. I increased the cap size. So it's good. I think it'll be a really good semester. The students seem rested and ready to go. So we'll see how long that lasts. But it's been fun. It's been a fun week. There's always a fun buzz on campus when classes start up again for the semester. So that's what's been going on. That's the main thing that's been going on this week is we are back. And it's good. It's been good so far. Just got off a monthly Zoom call with for Magazine Monthly Challenge, which is our Facebook group. We usually do a Zoom call at the last Saturday of each month. This is usually when we do it, as long as it works with my schedule. So that was really fun. It was great to see everyone. Kim, it was great to see you. I hadn't seen you in a while, and I know you said that you watch Flosstube while you're walking, so let's get some steps in, okay? Anyway, it was so great to see everybody, and I got some stitching done, which I normally actually don't even stitch on Zoom calls. I don't know why. It's just not my normal stitching spot. But I stitched today, so I'm excited to show you everything I worked on. BRRINGO is coming to an end. Today is the last call. Well, I called it last night for today. And funny enough, it was number 1 was the call for today. Isn't that funny? So let me show you my board. After I do the stitching for today, I will have a blackout. So you can see number 1. I just need to do that. But otherwise, I've gotten everything done. So that's exciting. It's been a fun month. It goes really fast. I know sometimes January can be a tough month because it's like after the holidays and there's a lot of feelings. And, I know a lot of the country is either under fire or under snow, especially parts of the country that aren't used to getting snow. So, it just can feel long and hard. So I think Bringo definitely helps the month. It gives us something to look forward to. So it's been really, really fun. And I know a lot of people joined us for the first time this month, which is super fun. And this is all through the Magazine Monthly Cross Stitch Challenge Facebook group that I co-run with my friend Robin of Bird's Eye Stitches here on Flosstube. So let's start with my 25/7 piece. So 25/7 is something that Melanie Watkins. My 25/7 piece for January is Happy New Year by the Victoria Sampler, and I've been working in this from the beginning of the month. I think I did these specialty stitches rows, and then I've been working in this celebration, the dancers with the balloons and the confetti and all that good stuff. So let me show you where I'm at. Here's where I'm at. So the balloons are all done. The confetti, I think, is done. I'm calling it done. I don't know if I missed some or I don't know. Confetti was a total, I don't know. It just took forever. It probably took me, because I stitch on it about 25 minutes a day, so it probably took me 2 to 3 days to do the confetti. And a big part of that is because they are full crosses over 1 over 1. So it was just a little bit harder and, starting and ending and I don't know. But anyway, here, you can kind of see through this fabric. This is I think it's a 28 count pearl gray. So anyway, so I finished up the balloons. I did the confetti and then you can barely see it, but there is a back stitch row down here. I put in some feet that needed feet. I think what I'm going to do, there's 2 more rows of back stitch that go underneath that row. I'm going to put those in tonight, and then I think I'm going to find a different piece to finish out January, because this will be a good stopping point. So basically I got from here down to here. And that's usually what I can get done in January is like a section. So basically, I will be through here and I'll be ready to start the specialty stitches. And then I have this, which that seems fairly straightforward. Famous last words. And then this. And then I had somebody who watches who reached out and said that they would be willing to do the hard hanger for me. So that is very lovely. So this is going to be on my year of whips for next year to finish in 2026. But I think ending after that row will be a good place for me to stop. I just need to figure out what I want my next 25/7 piece to be to finish up this month. So we'll see. What I'm thinking is I might, because Miss Dina from Half Stitch Cross Stitch and her friend Donna and Dee have talked me into maybe starting Santa's Workshop, which is the Gem Shore. It's another big piece. Do I need that? No. Am I tempted? Yes. So we will see what happens. I mean, if I work on a half hour a day for 6 days, that's like a 3-hour start, which is a decent start on it. But we'll just see. Okay. So the next piece is our call number 13, which is a whip or new start that was either gifted to you or is going to be a gift to somebody. And I pulled out Home for the Holidays. This is by Blackbird Designs. It's 'Tis the Season. I am stitching this for my mom. And this is what it will look like. And I asked her, because my mom knows a little bit of French. And I asked her if she wanted it in French. There's also in English. It says 'Tis the season to be jolly. There's also English. And she said she wanted the English, which they have charted in here. So I'm going to be doing the English for that. So this is on my Year of Whips, and it's on my WhipGo board. But I only stitched on it one day just for that prompt. So we finished up the cardinal. We got the cardinal done, which is fun. And then we put in the word the, and then we did some more of these snowflakes down here. So we're coming along. This is stitched on a 32 count color and cotton in the color Bellini. So cardinal's done, which is good. That feels good. That one also counted for the Magazine Monthly acrostic, which is timer this month. That counted for the T in timer. T for 'Tis the Season. Then we pulled out, number 7 was called, and that prompt was something somebody else chooses for you. So Robin, again, of Bird's Eye Stitches, picked out Blue Rhapsody. This is a Rosewood Manor. We started this 2023, I think, for my birthday, a birthday start. I know a bunch of you are working on it. So this is what it will look like. I think I'm doing it in the called for colors. I think. Let me check. Navy and sky works. Weak sky works. Yeah, I'm using the called for colors. So let's see. Here's where we're at. So we are almost done with the alphabet. I have just a few letters. The D in that top row, HI in that second row, and an M after the L, obviously. And then the alphabet will be done. So I finished the K, the L, the T, U, V. So I got 5 letters done when I worked on this. So the next time this comes out, which will be in March for my birthday month. So for my birthday pieces, because this is a birthday start, I like to give them some love during my birthday month. This will come back out, and I think I'm going to give it 4 or 5 days in March. I can't remember what I had scheduled. So I should definitely get... I was able to get 5 letters done in one evening of working. So I should get the rest of the letters done, and then we can start on some of the other motifs. These letters really do, I know that typically words and letters are fast, but these take me quite a while. They're very big, and there's a lot of counting. So I have to do the D, H, I, and M. And then you can see there's other, so I will probably work on like finishing up this top row, like this top piece, and then we can move down here. I guess there's some numbers and Roman numerals as well, but those are smaller, so hopefully they'll go faster. And then this design will take a lot. But I love how they pulled out the butterfly and just did it as a little ornament too. But so that's Blue Rhapsody. It won't be a finish this year, but I mean, we're definitely moving it towards where it could be a finish in the next couple of years. Okay, next call was number 5, which is a Whipper New Start from a magazine. So I pulled out Christmas Dinner. This is from Stitcher's World from the early 2000s. It is a chart by a company called Starburst. This is a painting, and so they took the painting and turned it into It's Christmas Dinner has been selected by the National Wildlife Federation, the American Museum of Natural History, National Geographic, Smithsonian, and others for use on Christmas cards. So this is what I'm working on. This is also my WIPGO call for January. It's one of the WIPGO calls for January. So I'm in the background. Let's see, we did that. We're over here somewhere in the background, but I came back down here and I'm starting in the animals. So I'm somewhere in here. So we finished up this little squirrel. We put in some snow. Boy, I don't know. I don't remember. That's, I think, an apple. I'm missing a stitch in there, it looks like. Oh, it's a bead. There's a bunch of beads in here. I'm going to save the beads for the end. So where you see the empty spots is for the bead. Doesn't this look kind of like a whale? Like this is the front of the whale. It's going to be a bunny. Like that's actually the bunny's ears. I put in this little mouse. Yeah, like I said, this little squirrel. Or it could be a dinosaur if you think that's the head. But it's a squirrel and that's its tail. So it's really fun to like kind of change it up and work. So you see the squirrel, the little mouse, and this is the bunny that I'm working on. So we'll be right in here. So that is what I worked on for Piece from a Magazine. This is, like I said, it's on my WIPGO board 4 times this year. It is not going to be a finish this year, but maybe next year. So we'll see. We've been working on it a long time. The next call was number 11, Whip or New Start you would take on vacation, and I used the same piece, number 21, part of a series, Whip or New Start that's part of a series. So I pulled out Bitty Bold January, so this is on my year of whip, so I want to finish the whole series this month. I actually counted, we had this interesting discussion on the Zoom call this morning about how with things like this, with the series, I actually count it as one whip, even though it's 2 different charts each month. And so like technically it's 24 whips. So the first one, this is going to be made into a pillow. So this is a little ski chalet. So I finished that. This took me a total of 6 hours to finish. And then this morning I actually finished up the bag. So they have a bag that you sew it together and it's a bag. The little snowman. This took me a total of 4 hours. So I worked on it one evening and then I finished it up on the Zoom call. And where his mouth and his eyes, those are actually beads. They call for French knots, but my French knots never look very good. And it's supposed to say snow down here, but I must have gotten off a little bit on centering him and it would have like just barely fit. And I thought it might look funny with it running into this bottom piece of fabric. So I just decided to leave the word snow off. It's cute enough without it. I don't feel like it's missing anything. So January Bitty Bowl is done. So I need to take a picture of that to add it to my year of whips. But yeah, so that feels good. So that goal is done. Next call was number 20, Whip or New Start, inspired by a pet. We were also talking about this piece on our Zoom call. So this is in the December 2023 issue of Just Cross Stitch. We have a Sal going. I mean, we've been working on it since last February. It's called The Snuggle is Real. And it's it's a Hannah Dale design. So we were talking about the confetti. Like, it's not a big piece, but it's, Muriel was talking about how there's a lot of stitching in here. Like there's a lot of confetti and counting and stuff. And there is. This one is also on my year of whips to finish. And it's also on my Bringo board or WIPGO board 4 times as well. So I did start some of the back stitch because I thought, this is a piece where you want to kind of do the back stitch as you go. And, you know, I worked more in the face. We started getting some of the slipper fur in there as well. That little kitty face. But I wanted to start with the face so I could look at the cute kitty cat while I'm stitching. So that is inspired by a pet. Snuggle is real. So that's where. So we'll definitely, hopefully this will be a finish this year, and we'll definitely see it coming out again 4 more times. If it takes that long to finish it, I don't know, honestly. And then last night's call was number 24, a whip or new start inspired by your zodiac. So my birthday's March 22nd, and I am on the cusp of 2 zodiac signs. One is Pisces and one is Aries. I suppose I have a bit of personality of both. But I chose Pisces, even though technically I'm in the Aries, but I am a cusper. So anyway, the chart I'm working on is my New Year, New Start, keepsakes from the keepsakes calendar from 2025. And it is A Cozy Respite by Susan Bates. So this, because part of Pisces' personality is kind of being observational and a bit daydreamy and that sort of thing. So this, I just felt like that encompassed that. I am stitching this on a 28 count mystery linen. I don't know what it is. It's like a light blue. You see, I started a different piece on there a long time ago. I don't know what or when. But anyway, here's where we got to. So I carried this border down more and pulled that border over more. I worked more on this window. And then I did more of the background trees. These are all in blues and like turquoise. It's amazing how they appear green, but they're actually like different versions of blue and turquoise. And so you could start seeing the outline of her face, right? And then there's a little house out the window here. So you can start to see it kind of taking shape here. Now this is done for the month, so it's going to go away for now. Although maybe this is what I'll work on for my 25/7 piece for the rest of this month. Because I really do enjoy working on it. So maybe I'll do that. Just give it a little more love for the rest of this month. So that is A Cozy Respite. And that brings us to now. So I think maybe I will do that. That'll be my 25/7 piece. Okay. Oh, I forgot to pull winners, and I forgot to pull some haul. So I'm going to pause this, and I'll be right back. I'm back. We went straight from our Zoom call to me filming because I do have like a hard stop because I have to go to campus today for one of my students. They're on the swim team, and they have their senior swim day is today, or senior swim meet, I guess is what it is. So I need to be there in time. So I was just kind of rushed, and in rushing, I forgot to do some important things. Okay, so let me show you Stitchy Kindness and haul. I don't have much. I got this beautiful card from Lynette. I think she handmade it. Oh, it actually says made by Jenny. I'm not sure who Jenny is, but this is a beautiful handmade card. Look at it's like the shiny bells. It's so pretty. So thank you so much, Lynette, for thinking of me and sending this to me and with a lovely note inside. You are a dear friend. So thank you, Lynette. And then I got my World of Cross Stitching. This is January 2025. I have not looked at it yet. So look for a flip through maybe tomorrow. We'll sit down and we'll do a flip through. Okay, I'm kind of flipping through it now. Oh, very cute. So watch for that. I know some of you like the flip throughs. This is the free gift that comes with it. So flip through will be coming soon. That's basically all I have for haul. And Stitchy Kindness. Okay, giveaways. Okay, so I've set everything out to everybody, except I am waiting to hear from Sugar Plum 1964. So Sugar Plum, I need your address because you are the winner of this chart with the little tin as well. So if you can email me at czukstitch@gmail.com, it's also in the description box down below. I will get this in the mail to you. I just need your address. I'll give it another week, and then I will either redraw or put it back in the rotation for drawing again. Okay, so we gave away this Pretty Little Baby by Satsuma Street chart. The winner of this is Gina Ballard. So Gina, GinaBallard. I need your mailing address. And then we also gave away this 1544 band sampler by Works by ABC. And the winner of this is Terry Gillies, Gillies. So Terry, please also email me your address. So congratulations to both of the winners. And I have a couple more giveaways for next week. So first up, I had bought, this is one of those, like, I don't think I will realistically ever stitch it, even though I really like it. Engraver's Chart by Liz Matthews. It's a great resource, but I feel like I have a lot of these elsewhere. So I'm going to give this away. Open worldwide. If you want to win this, say engrave. ENGRAVE. Don't say, all the trigger words to get the spammers, like giveaway or win or free or anything like that. And then this next chart, this is also very lovely, is by Fox and Rabbit. It's called Anne Harper 1839. It's a beautiful sampler. Look at the colors in that. She was 10 years old when she stitched this in 1839. Does it say how big it is? It does, but I'm not going to tell you because I think that might make some of you not want to stitch it, and I think you should. Margaret sent this to me very kindly to either keep or give away. And it is beautiful. I just don't know that I'll get to it. So if you would like to be entered to win this, say sampler, which I know we used for this week too, but it is a sampler. So I figured that's the easiest thing. So sampler, and thank you, Margaret, for sending this for us to enjoy. Now, I have one more thing. I don't know if anybody's going to want this, and if not, that's perfectly fine. It is, I think I picked it up off the freebie table. It is the 2024 Book of Days, so it's last year's Book of Days. I don't think it's written in or anything. It's not written in or anything. So if you want this, I'll send it to you. Just let me know. Say book. And if nobody wants it, then that's fine. I understand it's like basically out of date. But maybe you're like, oh, I wish I got it. So say book, and I'll give it to somebody again internationally if that works for you. All right, so that's our giveaways. Otherwise, everything else has been mailed out, so hopefully you have received it. Okay, let's talk about plans. So it is our last Saturday for the month of January, if you can believe that. What are we going to be working on? Okay, so in February, well, let me back up. Let me finish up January first. So this week, I think I am going to I'll do that one more day for the 25/7 on Happy New Year, just to get the 2 more lines of backstitch in. And then I think I am going to switch to Cozy Respite. The last Bringo call, the Bringo call for today is number 1, which is stitch on something that's fantasy themed. I will be stitching on Christmas Dinner. And that, so Christmas Dinner, as I said, is on my WIPGO for this month, and I'm not sure how many more days I have to do. Let me just cheat and look at my calendar here. So I'll work on Christmas Dinner tonight, and then it needs 1 more day to work on to complete my 4 days for WIPGO. So I will do that, and then I'll give it another day sometime in the coming week. Seasonal Sunday, Winter Montage will come out for its regular seasonal Sunday. Woodland Christmas number 7, I want to finish. I've allotted 2 days this week to try to finish that. Beautiful Things needs like another 3 hours plus like another half an hour. So I'm going to fit that in. So for the WIPGO, to complete for WIPGO, and I'm like 3.5 hours that I have left to do for WIPGO. I'm going to work on Hummingbird Garden needs just a little tiny bit, number 5, to finish up. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have kind of like a makeup day, maybe. Unless I can like finish up Hummingbird Garden. I don't know. What I might do is I might do a day where I'm doing like finish up Hummingbird Garden, finish up that extra half hour on Beautiful Things by Lindy Stitches, and then spend the rest of the time on like A Cozy Respite or something like that. I don't know. So there's going to be like a weird leftovers day, right? Where we eat up all the leftovers. So that will take us through January. And then in February, which February actually starts on a Saturday, February 1st on a Saturday. So WIPGO calls for February came out this morning. Very exciting. It was number 7 and number 8, which for me, those are both the same pieces. They're both The Snuggle is Real. So we'll see. So that will be 8 days. So each call is 4 days working on a project. So that is 8 days, all on The Snuggle is Real. So we'll see how far we get. We must get close to a finish on that one, right? It is on my WIPGO 4 times. If I finish it early, I will switch it out for another piece. And we'll just kind of go from there. So we'll see where we end up with that. The magazine monthly theme for February is fabric. I haven't quite figured out yet what I'm going to do for that, which seems a little silly because that seems like a very basic one that you could use anything for. I may use The Snuggle is Real because that one is on a pink fabric, and that's kind of unusual for me to stitch on a pink fabric. So that's kind of what I'm thinking, but I haven't penciled it in yet. And then our cross stick for the month is cotton, Cotton, cotton. So for the C, I'm going to work on Hummingbird Garden number 6 because it's by Carolyn Manning. Both of the O's and the N, I'm going to work on One Nation by Bygone Stitches. So I pull this out when there's like a federal holiday and give it 3 days. And it's President's Day in February. So that's my thinking. Here's where our starting point. So we're still working in that Field of Stars. And I'd like to get the Field of Stars done before I go on to the stripes. So we'll see. But that's where we're at. Now, my folks are coming to visit in early February. And, honestly, that's the piece that, because it's not being pushed towards the finish or anything like that for this year, that's the piece that if I run out of time or, have to move things around, that will probably like get shifted off the schedule or shifted around. But for now, because I work on it 3 days, so I have it counted for both of the O's in cotton and the N for One and Nation. And then both of the T's, and I didn't pull these out, but you've seen them recently, Woodland Christmas, because it's by Tiny Modernist, and I'm going to work on the next one, number 8, because that one is another piece that's on my Year of Whips, and I want to finish it this year. The anagram for this month is fabric. Anagram is a new thing we're starting this year, where you take the theme, the word from the theme, which is fabric, and you create new words and you make it fit your piece. I haven't figured that out yet either. My 25/7 is going to be a new start for the month of February. This is from the February 2023 issue of Just Cross Stitch. And it's going to be a Valentine's Day piece. Well, I mean, it doesn't have to be, but it's going to be called Hearts and Flowers. Oops, sorry. Hearts and Flowers. They have a vintage one over here and then a modern version over here on the black. I'm doing the vintage one on the tan with the a little bit muted colorways. This is bigger than I thought. I don't look at sizes when I look at pieces. This is 127 by 143. It's a little bit bigger than I thought it would be. So, but that's fine. So that will be my 25/7 piece for the month of February. So that will be fun because I have been wanting to do a little more Valentine's Day stitching, but I don't like the real cutesy. despite that I'm working on Snuggles Reel. Anyway, and then seasonal Sunday will be winter montage for 4 days. That will get 4 days. And I think that's everything. So we are cruising right along. I can't believe it's almost February already. But yeah, so we're cruising right along. So I'm gonna try to get this uploaded. It may not actually get uploaded till later Saturday night. Because I do have to run and get to campus. I have to stop by the store first and get her a little gift, and then go to campus. So I need to get going, but I hope you all have a great week, and I will see you next week. Bye.